this is the new version of the Mark III. So if you want to gather around, I guess everyone can. So it's going to be similar to the Mark III you're using, but it's got basically an operator's interface on it now that indicates, it troubleshoots and then also indicates when it's warmed up. So it's the same starting procedure. You put it in start, get the gas all pre-connected, and once you start it, there's a green LED light that will blink until it's warmed up, and then it will go solid green. And then if you run into issues and you see a yellow flashing light, you've got fuel issue. Blue blinking is overspeed, red is overheat, and then if solid yellow is maintenance. So it's a nice feature to have, just, oh, what's going on with the pump. We just got these last year and have used them in training, but not in actual operations. So what's your take on your Mark III, and how do you like to use it?
Yeah, I think the main thing with the traditional one is just flooding. It's really touchy with how much fuel you pump into the carb.
And we haven't had any flooding issues with ours yet.
That issue the other day, we tried to start it too much. We took the spark plug out, and it was completely dry, and it was actually, I didn't give it any fuel because I was so worried about flooding it. That we couldn't start it, so then we gave it enough to start it. But yeah, the fuel bulb on those things and figuring that, watching it go in there, it's always good.
So curious on the gas hookup on the traditional Mark III, how, if it's any different than ours, because
Why don't you guys grab it out?
because we've only had these less than a year and we've never used them operationally, only in training.
So setting them up is difficult. It takes time. It's not something that you want to have be like your first out, so to speak. If you have an IA, definitely pull something off of the Type 6. But once you get time to establish a hose lay and you want to have something coming off of a water supply, like a lake or something like that, if you have the time to set it up, I think they're super great. They're very reliable and they work. We burned through one of our berms. The muffler was hot. You guys probably won't have that issue because you have this cover here. But they are 2-stroke, so they'll work on incline. These things are, I think, extremely vulnerable. So we have an extra that we keep in the crate with it that we always have, because I could imagine somebody's boot or their Pulaski, they put it the wrong way or something, and then now we lost the fuel line. So I would worry about that. Having an extra spark plug is always good. It's a weird size. I don't think we have an extra one actually, but we have the tools to take it apart and clean it out.
There's a throttle stuff. Theirs has an interface, but there's the stuff with the throttle.
So they're designed to be run fully open. Like the manual says, you know, this thing is designed to be run with the throttle fully open, which theoretically would be like all the way up here. I never run like that because I'm afraid. I always try to start with this, which is this black line here. I think you guys have a halfway point also right there. And then as they want more pressure, I'll go up. And if they want less pressure, but at these RPMs, I'll use a recirculation and open it up. So setting up a recirc, I think, is really important.
Let's set up our Mark III. Couple volunteers and to go, and it can be from either the Water District or Biswell. So. Strainer. Yeah. As you're doing, you gotta. Oh, hold on. What's the fork? You gotta put it as you're priming it. That's a full line prime.
And then some of it came down here, like it came out.
Oh, it came out. So go through the process to unflood it, right? That'll be good for everybody, I think. So let's get the tool out. Take the spark plug out. Check to see if it's lit, just like a chainsaw. Clean it off. Maybe burn the spark plug so it's dry. Put it back together, and then we should be good to go. Okay. So I'm kind of glad you guys flooded it, because I was wondering why it didn't start. Okay, so that's the pop, right? That's what we didn't get last time. So now it chokes off. You got to be able to hear that, or else you flood it, you know. Okay, here we go. Where are we sitting in water? What's going on? Somebody put their hand on that green hose, because that thing's gonna fly that way. So just hold it right here.
The garden hose?
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing, I'm gonna get it going, then I'm gonna crack this. We're gonna get water coming out of that. I'll just crack it now. Then we'll do this one. And then who's got control of this? Somebody, right? Can we know the nozzle's closed on there? series pumping I was talking about, because you need a way, like for this rubber. I don't know if we'd use this rubberized hose because they're not meant for high pressure. Or maybe this one is, but typically they aren't.
It's rated up to 300.
Okay, cool. So you would put this 2-inch on there, and then you could have your 1.5 inches coming in like that. So you would need this double tune.
So does somebody, let's partly disassemble ours again. We'll leave the fuel hooked up just because the fuel leakage when you take it on and off, but break down the suction, the Y, we have to reprime it, but if somebody wants to be a volunteer, and I'll help walk you through it.